CPI data report is tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens on October 10th, and this is everything that you need to know about it. I'm going to keep this video super short and sweet. I really hope that you learned something new, and maybe if you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. So the first question a lot of people are asking me is, am I going to go live for the CPI data report? Yes, and all I literally ask you to do is drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you about 10 minutes before the CPI data report is actually released. So let's go ahead and talk about the details. Overall, NASDAQ market was slightly in the green, up about 0.79%. And we can see that we're currently trading right around 493 to 494. If we look at this on the 4-hour time frame, we were testing previous highs, but yes, the market can go higher, especially if the CPI data report tomorrow comes in as expected. Now, that's the question. Well, what is the market's expectation? Super simple. If we head on over to techbutsolutions.com and go under trading tools, we could see that according to our investing.com calendar, the expectation for overall CPI is expected to be right around 2.3%. That is the forecast. Right now, we currently sit at 2.5%. So they are expecting an overall drop for our CPI to go from 2.5 to 2.3. Well, what happens if it doesn't actually drop as expected? Then again, the market could potentially sell off. The market could potentially rise. It's kind of a little iffy right now because remember, the big focus is on the Federal Reserve. They are expected to cut interest rates another 50 basis points by the end of the year, which again, as long as economic data supports it. This is something that Jerome Powell has been very, very specific on, and it's most likely going to come in 2 rate cuts of 25 basis points each. So again, we really hope that, again, if you want that the Federal Reserve continues to cut interest rates, that the actual CPI data inflation report comes in as expected. Expectation, 2.3%. Then there's core CPI. Core CPI, our previous is 3.2 and our core is 3.2. So the forecast, meaning it's 3.2, meaning they expect no change. Now, well, what exactly does that mean? What's CPI? What's core CPI? It's super simple, and I can't stress this enough. If you're an absolute beginner, I encourage you, try to take time, if it's not too much to ask, to tune on in to the CPI data report live stream I'm going to host tomorrow. It's free and it's a great time to see the market react, but also I break down the actual report. So this is actually from the actual website itself. It's bls.gov/CPI. You don't have to tune on into my live stream if you want to do this all on your own. But if you want me to break it down, at least for the first time, so we can have a better understanding of what exactly is being reported, again, they really focus on the last 12 months. They're going to be adding the new month, and the new month is September, and taking away the old month of September. And you can see that they're taking away a big chunk. A 0.4% increase is what they're taking away. So therefore, they're expecting probably a 0.2% increase for overall CPI. Core CPI is all items less food and energy. That's really the main focus for the Federal Reserve, which again, the overall expectation according to investing.com is 3.2% with the previous of 3.2%. So all of this, and these are just the line items from food, food at home, food away from home, energy, energy commodities, gasoline, fuel, oil, all the way down to shelter and transportation services. All of these line items are what the CPI data report focus on. And all it does, it tracks it month after month after month. If inflation is going up or down on those given line items for that given month. So again, tomorrow, this is going to be refreshed and you're going to see another section that's going to say September 2024. Now that September is complete. And based off of what the prices were for all of these line items in the month of September, we will see either an increase or decrease, therefore an increase or decrease for our overall inflation rate. So again, it's going to be very interesting to see not only what is reported, but most importantly for me is how the market actually reacts. We talked about what the expectation is for CPI, core CPI, where the report's actually released. That's the bls.gov/CPI website, and at what time it's being released. 1 hour before the market opens at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Again, yes, I do plan to live stream it for free on my YouTube channel. You don't have to tune on in, but of course, I would love to have you if you see value in it. And again, all I ask you to do is drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.